And if y'all are ready on the topic. So hold up. I gotta get my screens pulled up. How would you like it if I could come over with my click? All right. You know what's crazy? I don't think I went on trouble tonight, but that's cool. No, now see my fucking mic wasn't even on. Mm. This one good. If this shit don't tap back in, I do got backups. Right, all right, this one got hope. So what up, y'all? I am going to cut down my music because today we gotta get into it a little bit. But we gotta get into it a little bit. If somebody has having a hard time hearing me, just let me know. Just let me know. I will fix the volumes. Now, y'all already know what time it is. It's talk time with the Don Nelly. Obviously, a bitch is here solo tonight, but we gonna get into it. Like I placed the link. Hold up. I placed the link on my Instagram page for those of y'all who would like to tap in. Now, I'm not shying out to those of y'all who would like to tap in because to be honest, um I just feel like it's something that needs to get talked about. Now, tonight's episode is titled Meta Realities versus Real World Realities. And I feel like I had to title it that because a lot of the times like we get we get lost. And I feel like we get lost because everything is just so social media based. So I guess like me sitting back like watching like certain situations like unravel, I just feel like it just needs to get talked about. So I'm going to express my POVs on it. Like I said, if y'all want to call in, give y'all POVs on it, I'm quite okay with that. Like I said, for the most part, the link for tonight I'm streaming through StreamYard because what I come to find out is a lot of people have StreamYard versus Streamlabs. And even though I like Streamlabs, I still like to, give other people, a chance to tap in if that's what they like to do. Now, because I'm rocking this joint solo, tap into my link space. My link space is Talk Time with the Donnelly. Every you'll find everything on there for the most part. You'll find like on my website, you'll pretty much find like everything, like every link to every podcast, like every radio station. Podbeam is a radio station that I broadcast on Central America. So I am live on Podbeam. For the most part, those of you who would like to tap in on Podbeam, you can because I can accept callers in on there as well. However, for those of you who would like to come on video wise, because on my website I do tend to post the videos as well. Um, so like if you want the link, just go. It's on my Instagram. The Instagram is unicorn Don Nelly blog show. So it would definitely be on there. I feel like I need like a little background music going just so that it's not too quiet because I can have my headphones on And you know how that shit could be. But when when you say meta, when I say meta, what do you guys think when I say meta realities? Like, what does meta realities mean to y'all? Like, because at the end of the day, like, getting online, like, like everything has become a meta world. Fucking Facebook been around forever. So Facebook, Instagram, all that shit is geared by what? It's geared by Meta. Now, I believe like my issue, like with a lot of things, and this is why like I read a lot. On top of the fact of me reading a lot, I read a lot because at the end of the day, you gotta stay in the know in order not to be like lost out here. And like y'all hear me say a lot, like, yo, like your mental balance is everything. Like you need a good core mental balance in order not to be out here. Like, I mean, the common grounds for everything is like crash out, but fuck crash out. Like for me, it's like messing up your relationship with like real, true, genuine people. Hold on. Now, for the most part, um, typically y'all would see me like posting, and I would post like with two cast members or whatever, and shit just has not been too peachy, not amongst myself, like within like the entire circle, but like amongst like the other two people. And I say that because literally, um a situation happened. Now, I mean, I got his permission so I could talk about it freely, which I am. A few weeks back, this was before I went to Honduras. Um, like when I was going back and forth with like the hood boogies. Now, this is the story time portion of things. So just kick back, like I said, get your hookahs, tap in, like, enjoy. Now, a few weeks ago, um, I had got like basically I was going back and forth. Now I'm going back and forth with like, to be honest, it was a random ass female that was like on Black Page or whatever. Now, of course, I didn't find out anything about it until like after everything unraveled or whatever. But for the most part, it was like the shorty, she came onto his page and she was like, oh, who the girl that you keep on posting? So he like, huh? Like he on some shit like who, Nelly? Like, Nelly is cool or whatever. Like, like shit, I be pieing with Nelly. So the girl goes and then say, oh, well, it takes more to be a, like to be a decent person than to have like a BBL and stuff. Now, mind y'all, I don't know this girl from a can of fucking paint. I cannot make this shit the fuck up. Like, I don't know who she is. Like, to be honest, like I don't outside of like meeting Black and Dom online, like basically that's how I developed the friendship. Like I met them online, like they was true supporters like from the very beginning, like when I started podcasting. So that's basically like how it happened. So when I met them, like I said, they came off, and like the true meanings of like what, like of a genuine friend is like you have to have like what certain characteristics. You got to be supportive. Like not only do you have to be supportive, like I mean, like let me pull up my show notes because we all know I get so generic when it comes to a lot of things, because of course like I could give like my POVs of what it means to be a good friend, but it's always good to like go off of like what the true Webster say, because Webster been around before we've been able to podcast. Like Webster been around before fucking the internet became popular. Webster been the go-to. So according to the good old Webster, What's a real friend? And I'm going to start off here, and then I'm going to go into the rest of the show or whatever. So, a real friend is someone who stands behind you in good times and bad and accepts you for who you are genuinely, meaning your genuine overall well being. I would like to start there because, again, like I said, starting off, like when I started off podcasting, like I met Dom and Black via like through social media. Like they was always genuine supporters of mine. So like I said, for the most part, like if we going off like what the good old Webster say, the good old Webster say they're loyal, they are good listeners. Not only are they loyal, they're good listeners, they're dependable. Um, you can trust them. Now, the reason that I said tonight's show is when the meta realities cross the into the real realities. Now, I wouldn't sit here and say I had a issue. I had an issue with you said okay, hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all in here. Tap the fuck in. I wouldn't say I had an issue with Diamond because I don't. I do believe she's young and I do believe she has like a lot of growing and a lot of maturing to do. However, if we're gonna jump back into the original like story time of it all, the girl I don't even know this girl name. I just think like her Instagram name. I'm not even gonna smoke no more because I don't want to lose track of that I'm doing or saying. I want to say like her Instagram name was like she's not or something like that. She was like a up and coming like rapper or whatever like that, but she does a lot like via YouTube. But this girl, she originally like went at Black about me. So again, when and tonight's show I'm going to go into a lot of factors because a lot of factors plays into like females insecurities, and I said this before, like when people have insecurities, you will fuck up good relationships, good friendships, and everything like that. Like jumping to assume some shit that's not really an actual fucking reality. So the girl, she's going off on Black. She like, oh, it takes more to be a good person than just to have a BBL, blah blah blah. So Black like what? Nell just graduated from college. Not only did Nell just graduated from college, Nell like graduated from college. She's Black and she graduated with honors. Like, don't let like the outward appearance fool you if you really do not know her. So again, this girl, she continued to go, and I'm trying to get comfortable, yo. I'm about to find my comfy spot, believe me. So again, this girl continued to go like on and on just about black Black's choice to like consistently like post me and everything like that. Now mind you, for the most part, Black is posting me because like he's promoting a podcast. He's also posting Diamond as well. Hold up. He also posted Diamond as well. Like, and not for nothing, like I said, for the most part, like when I met Black, Black posts a lot of different like females. Like he's super fucking supportive. Like if he sees somebody like putting out music, doing anything, like he's going to like post them, he's going to support them. Like I said, he had like big name like celebs and YouTubers and shit looking at my stuff. And it's like for the most part, like I'm pretty and I'm smart, but I didn't really like start like buzzing like that, like to like certain like people, like certain big name motherfuckers until like he started promoting me. So, for the most part, I would never like I would like I would never like it's a term like bite the hand that fed you. Like cause for them like even though like when we met, even though like when we met online and like he basically was just like helping me in terms of like engineering because I learned like audio engineering and everything on my own. Like it was just me, Adobe Audition, Logic Pro. I research a lot. Like one thing about me, like Me and the Googler are like this. We're like neck and neck. We're fucking best friends. Okay. So it's me, the Googler. Hold up. I got the wrong back pillow over here. Oh shit. It's me, the Googler, and FYI, I had like a better fucking computer chair that was like specifically for like big booty hoes. But my fucking daughter over here gaming yesterday, she broke my fucking chair. Now, how somebody 110 pounds break a chair playing too fucking much? So I had to opt for this accent chair that I had like in storage. And I mean it's cute, but that's it. The shit is not comfortable. So y'all gonna see me tossing and tossing and tossing until I find like my good spot. But I'm gonna get there. But again, for the most part, black, I'm on the phone with black. Like when it comes to like Final Cut, Canva, like fucking CapCut, like promotional videos, all that shit. Like I'm using a Googler and like tutorials, but he's really like walking me through everything and teaching it to me. So for me and him in the meta world and then me and him in the real world was like a news flash. That shit was like oh damn, he's really a genuine person. I could fuck with him in real life. So like when we linked up, like once like the podcast went live or whatever, like for the most part, I told y'all that shit started booming. Like I went from having like 100 YouTube subscribers to like damn near 7,000. So it's like like for the most part, he will always say, oh, this your show, little baby. I'm just here to like give my POVs. But I felt like at first, because everything was so genuine, it just all went with one another. Now, jumping back to that girl, I didn't know who the fuck this girl was. She was in his DM, and mind you, I feel like he cleaned it up a lot more than the shit that the girl was saying, because when he told me, he was like, yeah, you know this girl by the name of the page. Now, mind you, at the end of the day, Black didn't even know this girl. So again, what constitute a real friend is loyalty. Like even though he tried to sugarcoat and he didn't even try to tell me this girl name like right off the bat, when he sent me the messages, he did his due diligence as far as like cropping it out as in who she was. But then I seen I seen like a picture of her. So once I seen a picture of her, the girl is going in on me. Oh, she's funny looking. Da, 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 da. Mind you, the girl looked like a balled up fucking French fry. That's like she's not. And she's one of those light skinned shorties. That's like she not fat, but she not fit either. Like it looked like she had a baby and she just said fuck her stomach. Like fuck putting the waist train on, trying to get that shit back into play. Fuck any of that shit. She gave me like strong butch. Like not strong butch. She gave me like light butch because she had like certain feminine pictures that got sent to me, but she wasn't Unicorn Nelly, the motherfucking dying to be out here calling fucking names and shit. So once I seen that shit, I instantly started fucking busting on her. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm like, this funny looking ass bitch. Like, who the fuck is she? Because at the end of the day, the only given time, like when bitches try to go at a nigga about another female, they try to do that because for the most part they're insecure and they like that nigga, or they insecure and they fucking with the nigga, and it be like a lot of factors when it comes to bitches. So when the Googler is not a horror movie, but the Googler is my best friend, y'all. But for the most part, when we talking about it, like when he sent it to me, I'm like, damn, that bitch coming for me. So automatically, people confuse the terms of like bitten. Ben is not harassing somebody. Ben is, if you call me ugly, bitch, you just better look better than me because I'm going to chew your ass up. Not coming on my page thinking you about to argue with me with six of your fake pages. Bitch, kiss my ass. I said what the fuck I said. Like, so the girl, and I'm a post her like these postings on my website. So tap into Unicorn Don Nelly blog show. The link is gonna be on my YouTube, because of course, like, I'm gonna have to like just post it so y'all can see it. So as she's calling herself trying to argue with me on my Instagram, she said, "Oh yeah, you hype over a nigga that's posting you that's burning." So automatically, even with Black being my friend, I'm like, damn, bitch, you telling on yourself. I said his pickle problems ain't got nothing to do with me. I said that be you bitches' problem. I said you bitches be too beat on fucking a nigga. I said that's genuinely my friend. I said, so if it is something wrong with his pickle, why you ain't tell him? Why the fuck is you putting that shit on my page, but you just was on his dick the other day asking him, oh, why is he posting me? But it's all just insecurity bullshit, because bitches do that, because it's like, oh damn, it's pick me bitch shit. And those of you that don't know what pick me bitch is, pick me bitch is those bitches that are do they'll do any and everything just for a nigga to pick them. It's like, hey, did you forget about me? Don't forget about me. Pick me. Like, fuck her. And like, what's so sad is because they'll go at any and every fucking body, like trying to be picked, and then a nigga still never end up fucking picking them any fucking way. So it's stupid that females do that shit, but they do it. That's just what it is. So I blocked her. After I blocked her, of course, like, at this point, this was before my Instagrams got taken, because Unicorn now giving these bitches hell when these ugly bitches thinking they gonna come for me. Like, I ain't gotta talk about nobody kids, and I lie to y'all not. I'm I'm so self-centered at times. I don't even go looking on these bitches' pages. All I gotta do is just see one picture of you. If I see one picture of you and it remotely does not like equivalent to me, fuck surgery body me. Prior to me even getting surgery, bitch, the face card never motherfucking declined. So I'm just gonna chew you up as far as that. And not even just that, like, I think like my pride just does not allow me to my pride don't allow me to go look at a bitch page once I know a bitch got a problem with me. Now, mind you, if a bitch don't got a problem with me, like shit, my gator kicks in sometimes, and I ass wash more than a nigga. So if it's no issue, like, I'm not one of those bitches that's out here that's like, oh damn, fuck that bitch because she this, she that. No, like, if y'all tap into what the fuck is the name of that book that I'm reading, because it'll help y'all. And I'm gonna talk about it. The subtle art of not giving a fuck. I swear to God, like, y'all will learn principles like to govern and like help with y'all insecurities. Not even just the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I think is another book that I was reading called hold on, I gotta go back to my fucking library because I cycle Atomic Habits. Now, those type of books, and I like tap in on a lot of type of books like that, because for the most part, when I'm going at it with bum ass bitches, I be confused because I be like, yo, I be in my own fucking world. Why the fuck am I in my own fucking world? And here come a bitch that ain't got no crib, no fucking like pot to piss in, window to throw it out of, fucking paycheck and nothing. You coming for me, bitch. I could sit here and I could fuck up your self-esteem all day, but I don't want to do that. So I started I bought like a bunch of those journal books from Jacqueline. And Jacqueline, I tapped her in on my TikTok and on my Facebook as well. Like, she makes those journals called like positive soul journals. And I tapped in to them because, again, searching a Googler, like, because a lot of the times I be feeling like bitches just don't be having real friends. And when you don't have real friends, like, I don't have family. You can't choose your family. If your family is pieces of shit, you know what you could do? You could utterly cut them the fuck off. But hold up. I hope y'all can. Okay, yeah, I'm still on. You can't choose your family, but you could choose your friends. Like, I cut my fucking family the fuck off, and like, well, not my whole family. Let me not say that. I cut my mom's side of the family off years ago. I don't give a shit about none of them. Like, they all never amounted to shit. And like, when people don't amount to shit and like all they want to do is just sit there and secretly compare themselves to you, like I remotely I can't go back and forth with somebody that's not on my level. I can bust on you, but then after a while, I'm gonna start to feel bad because it's like, girl, something mental and psychological is going on with you. So I'm just not doing it. So like family, you could cut family off, but friends, like we pick and choose our friends, and this is why I'm jumping back to the whole when did the meta realities start to cross the real world realities? Now again, when I was going back and forth with that girl about Black or whatever, Black was like, well, damn, who the fuck do she know that I had sex with? So I was like, bro, I don't know. I said, who you been fucking? So he was like, he running down the list of who he was fucking. Mind you, he was fucking Dom cousin baby mom. Now, full transparency. I heard it, but it didn't pertain to me. So a lot of the times when shit does not pertain to me, like I'll listen to stories, but I don't really dig that deep into it because it's none of my fucking business. So because it be none of my fucking business, god damn, my back is hurting. Because it be none of my fucking business for the most part, I'm not really going to dwell that much on it or whatever. So when he's saying it, I'm like, well, bro, just go get tested. Like, it's nothing to go get tested. Like, go get tested. Like, if the bitch was bullshit, maybe she was just bullshit and shit. If she wasn't, I mean, then you got another fucking scenario of conversations you need to have with people. That's like basically like how I was looking at it or whatever. So he went and got tested. And of course, still I'm being a friend to him. Now, mind y'all, I don't think he got his test results until like a week later or something. But the entire time, I can't hold you. For me, it seemed like because I'm going back and forth with this other girl, and I don't even know who the fuck the girl is. And Dom was kind of out of touch with things, whereas though beforehand she was always super in touch with things. Somebody come at me, somebody saying something like somebody trying to fuck up the brand. She was like there, she was the fuck on it. So I'm I'm not putting one and two together. It's still not clicking to me like what really is technically going on. And thumbs me up if y'all can hear me or not. Because if y'all can't hear me, I'll try to find like a wireless speaker to like a wireless mic to go on y'all. But if y'all can hear me, just hit a thumbs up because I don't want y'all sitting on here just looking at me, but y'all can't technically hear me. So send me those signals if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, we good. Now, for the most part, um, like I said, Dom was kind of out of touch, but at the same time, I didn't really pay that shit no fucking mind because I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, this shit died. I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, maybe she just caught up with her baby dad. Maybe it's shit going on. Like, maybe she don't know what's going on. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not I'm not jumping off the bat to be on some shit like she being spiteful in any way, shape, or form. I'm just thinking like, all right, like she just got like a lot going on. Anyway, fast forward, Black gets his test results. Now, this particular day, I'm I done rented a private pool. I'm doing family time with my kids and shit. So he like, yeah, you looked at my IG. Now, mind you, I didn't look at his IG because I had just made an IG, and it's like I know how to promo in order to get like my followers up and shit like that. But it's a new IG page, so I'm not really on there trolling and shit the way and how I would troll like if it was like my old IG or whatever. If it was my old IG, then what? Like, I would have been sitting on that joint all fucking day long. So he like, yeah. So he texted to me. When he texted to me, he going to some damn, they took a road one out. So I'm like, damn, well, what happened, friend? So he like look at the text messages. So when I looked at the text messages, like, he showed me like his whole mantra, and I was like, shit, like, who did you fuck? Because it came up like, like all the rest of his shit said negative, but it came up that he had herpes. So I'm like, well, shit, who was you messing with the past couple months? I said, you gotta tell it that way. So during the time frame, of course, like Dom, like, yo, you see Black Page or whatever. So I'm like, yo, he texted to me. Like I see it, but I'm not really like, I like, at this point, I'm still just trying to be a decent friend to him. So she like, tell him to take you off his page. You don't want nobody to think you got herpes because he got you on his page. And I was like, well, that's kind of fucking immature. I said, I don't give a fuck about shit like that, because at the end of the fucking day, like, motherfuckers gonna think whatever it is that they want to think any fucking way. Not just that, like, I'm like, not for nothing. Even when the shorty did say, oh, you hype over a nigga that's posting you and that's burning, I was on some shit. My bad. I had pepper steak and rice for fucking dinner, fucking with my acid reflux. So excuse me. I'm an old lady. That shit got the burpsters like borderline about ready to throw the fuck up. But just bear with me. So when she was like, tell him to take you off his page. So I was like, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I was like, whoever he was fucking, that got something to do with them. Plus, I'm not a fucking kid. Like, that's my friend. I'm not never going to turn my back on a friend behind, like, him burning. That's like on some real shit. Rest in peace to Petty. Like I said, I didn't like know her like that. Like when she started getting popular, it's the same shit like I do now. You see another pretty girl, you go and support. Like we supported each other via online all the fucking time. Like, and it's like with me, I be having so many online friends. Like I can never meet them, but then let me meet them, like link up with them somewhere. That shit, like it'll hit you hard because it's like, damn, like girl, we've been friends online forever. So if we go and like just hop back and forth, even in her situation, like you see so many different people posting, oh, well, she killed herself because she was depressed that she had HIV. And I'm like, even if that's the situation, who the fuck is anybody to even be talking about it? Where happened to people? And this is what I say, the whole meta friends versus real friends. Like my whole thing is, even if that was her reality, where the fuck was her real friends at? Like we could be social media friends. Motherfuckers can have like large ass platforms, all the fuck they want. But at the end of the day, everybody needs a real friend that's gonna like help keep you balanced. Like, you know how many, like I don't have a lot of real friends I would per se, but Chanel, Trouble, my stepmom, like it's a small group of like people black that's close to me, to whereas though like if like on a regular basis, like I'll hit them up like, oh, y'all cool, like just checking on like their mental health and shit. So to me, like when I seen that plaster, my whole thing was like, depression. Everybody that been through postpartum depression at some point, depression, like some form of mental illness. It's not funny to fucking like try to turn your back on a friend that actually fucking needs you to be a friend at that time frame. And like for me, like when Dom said that, I kind of like I wasn't like really looking at her funny. I was just like looking at her like, okay, she's fucking immature. And like it like basically I was just trying to like encourage her, like, all right, if that's your friend, you should not allow nobody to like steer you away from who your actual friend is. But I didn't know she was like in the middle of it as much as she was in the middle of it. But I mean, I'll get there. So again, overall, like when he put his information up there on Instagram, I lie to you not, the bitches that he slept with, I'ma just say they all was some raggedy bitches. And that's just it. And this is why, like, when I'm out here and it's like a motherfucker assume, oh, she got an OF, oh, like, she'll twat her ass on the ground. Like, my house is very much set the fuck up. Set the fuck up. I'll take a sexy ass picture and get in my motherfucking pillow top bed and go to fuck the bed. It's all about monetizing. Nobody wants to work an actual 9 to 5 the rest of their life. For the most part, I've been home all summer long. I done went to South America. I've been living a motherfucking dream. So if you're finding a way as in making an income without leaving your home, why not figure it out? I feel like people confuse the fact of having an OnlyFans with like they gotta be on there getting hit. You ain't gotta be on there getting hit. I mean, it's OnlyFans. A lot of the times I be on my joint butterball ass naked. But again, like, even if I am on there butterball ass naked, bitch is my OnlyFans. So if I'm a rub my pretty coochie, that's what I'm going to do. But am I going to get hit on that joint? No, because I feel like once bitches get to that point to where as though a nigga could put a dollar sign on your pussy, you're no longer valuable. And that's where bitches get it confused at, because even like when I was arguing back and forth with the hood boogies, I was calling them, and it was like, oh, you got 6 kids. And I'm like, bitch, I got 6 kids because I was fucking and I got nutting in. However, bitch, my portal is clean. Those of you that don't know what a portal is, meaning my vagina, all of my kids came out of my pussy. I do not have no incurable STDs last time. And these are the questions that motherfuckers need to start asking. When was the last time you had an STD? When was the last time you've been to the doctors? A lot of you bitches be out here lying, and y'all are out here like genuinely fucking up people's life. So literally, like when I'm sitting there going back and forth with them, the bitches that I'm going back and forth with is know that y'all got herpes, and 3 of y'all out here with HIV. I'm like, bitch, last time I got burnt, this was 6 years ago. And my motherfucking baby father burnt me. But here's the thing. According to Mark, and Mark is from the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I have 6 kids. The subtle art of not giving a fuck. Yeah, damn. Okay. 6 kids and we live very well, baby. But from the subtle art of not giving a fuck, basically he says, like, for the most part, like, should nobody overly concern themselves with, like, it's like basically like if you overly concerning yourselves like with somebody else like have going on, basically like you have nothing going on. And that's typical, like that's like just the typical of like what things are like out here. If you out here and you too concerned or too pressed about what somebody else has going on, like I said, jumping back to Petty, like motherfuckers was out here saying she had HIV. My whole thing is I feel like a lot of the motherfuckers that were saying it, bitch, you probably got HIV, because why the fuck are you so keen on somebody else's pussy? And that was like my biggest issue. Like even like with the girl that went back and forth with Black, fucking the hood boogies, and every last person that he was dealing with, every last person that he was dealing with was so fixated on him, like fucking podcasting with me just based upon how I look. But my whole thing is, bro, I don't be out here fucking like that. And even when I am dealing with somebody on a sexual level, like for the most part, we gotta go get tested. Not only do we gotta go get tested, fuck paperwork, bitch. That shit pops up on your phone. I need to see it. And if I can't see it, bitch, log in the lab court. I need you to log in the lab court so I can see the day that your motherfucking blood was collected, like so we could go from there. Typically, like I do not and I have not like jumped into uh you said why now? Why now? No, it's no why now. I've been like this. Like the kids that I have come from very long-term relationships. I would say the past 6 years I had sex with 3 niggas. So at the end of the day, it's never a why now for me. And this is why at 35, like I have my health. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's at 35, y'all walking around with incurable STDs. I don't have those problems. So again, it's not a why now for me. I've been operating like this. The moral of tonight's topic is basically clearing up the meta realities versus the real world realities. So if you just tapping in, sit back, listen. I don't have time for stupid ass questions right now because I will kick you the fuck out. But no, I do not operate like that. If you want to come in, and like matter of fact, you could go tap back into the motherfucking YouTuber, because if you tap back into the YouTuber, guess what you could do? You could rewind that shit, and you could rewind it and not fucking interrupt me. So I don't even want to move out of my motherfucking spot because I'm fucking comfortable. But yeah, don't ask stupid ass questions while I'm on story time. That shit is fucking rude. So keep the fuck up. Now back to what I was saying. I did not just get like this. I've been like this. However, and this is why those people that sit around me, that's around me on a day by day basis, true and genuine friends, I literally, like, I say that shit to them, like, yo, don't get caught up out here on a casual spectrum. And those of you that don't know what the casual spectrum is, the casual spectrum is one night stands, which I never had in a whole 35 years of my motherfucking life. I've been out here. You get judged off of it. You get judged off of what? This is the only time I'm going to allow you to ask a question. So you got one shot. You get judged off of what? Yeah, you're taking too long to respond. If you want to call in, you could very much do so. You get judged off what? So maybe you're not being clear with the question, your situation. I don't get judged off of my situation. I don't give a fuck about me. I have 6 kids, but here's the thing: I have 6 kids. All of my baby fathers are very much involved, and I have 3 baby fathers. I'm 2 of my baby fathers only baby mom. My other baby father only have one other baby mom. There's a lot of bitches that have one baby father, 2 baby fathers. Their baby fathers don't take care of them at all. I'm not chasing or hawking down my baby fathers. I don't need to beg them to be fathers. Very much so, I can travel, live the way and how I do the things and how I do because my baby fathers very much take care of me. So at the end of the day, I don't get judged off of shit because I'm out here with 6 kids, 3 baby fathers, and for the most part, even when I am dating or talking to someone, which is rare, and a person that I do date, for the most part, never step like it's not the fact of not getting personal, but never step like cross the boundaries of my house because until it gets to like that super serious level, you could be exclusive dating someone. However, I do have children and I do have 3 sets of like family that we are already a blended family and we work well together. So I would never like place my kid's father nor my kids in a situation. And that's where a lot of you bitches go wrong at because every nigga that y'all talk to, and I'm quite sure like it, like, cause I sit back, I talk to a lot of different females. Like y'all have, it's a revolving door. It's not a revolving door around here. Like my daughter's dad over 17 years. Like my daughter is 17. My son's dad, my twin's dad, over 7 years. My husband, my soon to be ex husband, that's an over 6 year relationship. So none of my kids was oops, wait, you know, it may be his, it may not be his. No, the kids that I have, I very much got nutted in, and it was, yeah, you're having this kid, and I've very much been getting taken care of. I'm probably the only bitch that you would meet to whereas though I don't have issues with my baby fathers, and this is why I do have the rule in terms of if I'm seeing somebody, like I keep shit separate because I do have an open door policy with all my baby fathers. Shit, it's been times to where as though we all sitting up in here having motherfucking dinner. Now the topic, you're getting kicked out because you just irritated the fuck out of me. Go on a YouTuber because clearly you not keeping the fuck up. So because you're not keeping the fuck up, you bothering me. So you gotta get kicked the fuck out. I need some fucking admin because you asking a bunch of stupid questions and bitch, I done already gave the motherfucking backstory. And the fact that I'm fucking repeating myself because you're retarded ass, tap the fucking late, go on a YouTuber because my motherfucking moderators is over there on a fucking YouTuber. And the moment you say some stupid shit over there, they're going to kick your ass the fuck out. Anywho, I was trying to be nice, but that shit done irritated me. I'm all repeating myself and I'm trying to do my due diligence because I'm trying to give y'all like a little pizzazz of like what's going on over there on a motherfucking YouTuber, and you done pissed me off. You gotta fucking go. Asking a bunch of stupid ass questions because you ain't keeping the fuck up. Anywho, again, now that was just like a lot, y'all. I was trying to be the fuck nice, so my bad. But jumping back to the original, like where I left off at, um, when his test results came out, like for the most part, I just was trying to be a good friend to him. I'm like, damn, like, like I'm still just trying to keep him in good spirits. I'm like, what did the shorties tell you that you was fucking with? Like, basically on some real shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You back. If this the same person that just was in here, uh yo, come on over to my Bigo. You a moderator on here. Come kick some of these people out because they getting on my last nerve. Anyways, for the most part, they like literally like when he's sending his test results out, like when he's going back and forth with these females, he's going back and forth with these females, but they basically mad because he posted this shit. Hold on. They basically mad because he posted this shit or whatever. So my thing is, hold up. Yeah, now kick some of these motherfuckers out. The moment they say some dumb shit, kick them the fuck out because they getting on my fucking nerve. Now, the moment my girlfriend wants whoever that 2K tree person is, kick them the fuck out. So it was like when all this shit was going on, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm basically like, well, did they show you their results? Now, one of the shorties, she was mature about it. She like, contacted the motherfuckers that she was having sex with. She showed them her results. I swear it was probably, and I think that was the old head shorty that he was dealing with. But the shorty that Dom know, she wasn't being mature about it. Like, I lied to you not. The shit that he told me, the bitch said she worked at the hospital and her doctor told her to stay the fuck away from him. So automatically that shit was so fucking immature because I'm like, well, damn, when did a motherfucker working at the hospital? I'm like, shit, I work at the hospital too, but when did a motherfucker working at the hospital, you know, uh constitute you can't get an STD or you not out here passing out STDs? So the shit that I did not like that I felt like Dom was in the middle of it because it was like she was saying certain stuff to him, but she was also saying certain stuff to her. But again, if we're gonna go back to the beginning, like the meta realities versus like the real reality, meta is mixed reality, and the lines tend to get blurred because it's it's both physical and a digital world. My whole thing is like when we all met and I'm thinking like, okay, like we all like genuine friends. Like I'm looking at everybody like they're genuine friends because again, it's been shit to where as though Black showed up for Dom, like like he genuinely was being a friend to both of us. I would say because it was even like just like I'm not gonna place like put her out there, but it was certain personal conversations that they had amongst each other. And rather than him trying to play her as a female, like he just gave her advice, like like do this, do that, like all without being disrespectful towards her as her being a female. Again, if we're gonna jump back into like what is a real friend is being dependable, being supportive, being honest, and being kind. It was never not a time to whereas though Black was not honest, supportive, and kind towards neither one of us. So at the end of the day, like for me, it was just like a like when he's sending me the messages, a lot to you not, I'm looking at them, but like when I'm home, I be so geeked up a lot of the times because it's like if I'm not reading and potting and like getting like my topics and stuff together, a lot of times I don't even be feeling like reading a lot of messages. So I'm just telling him like, yo, just tell me what it is that she's saying. Tell me what it is that she's saying. But then when he's telling me what she's saying, then like it's always once my sister called me. Once my sister on my dad's side called me, I goes and I'm looking at the shit. I'm like kind of like turned off in a sense because prior to that whole situation, it was another situation between him and Dom. And it's like me and Dom, we talked about it, but I still was kind of uneasy about it at the end of the day. But I'm thinking like, okay, like she's young, she'll figure it out. But I did not like the fact because it was like they like basically Black had asked her, he had asked her a question, and I think she was just like acting weird. Her and the other girl was acting weird. Now, mind you, the other girl is supposedly Dom's cousin baby mom, but they both was acting weird, and he was just on some shit towards Dom because again, we're supposed to be real friends. Like what's like we're supposed to be like those true friends. So Black asked Dom like, yo, like you know what you want. So Dom basically was on some shit like, oh, excuse me. Dom basically was on some shit like, you know, why are you coming at me like that? Don't DM me this. Like my nigga could possibly see this. She like, you made your girl jealous, and not even just that, like then you posted that you got herpes. So with you posting that you got herpes rather than you posting Chanel all the time, you should be trying to give your girl this amount of attention. So Black on some shit like, first and foremost, we just was fucking around, that's not my girl. He was like, second, I posted you just as much as I was posting Chanel. Like at the end of the day, like I was posting both of y'all, like we were potting together. So like when he said that, I don't really know how the conversation went left, but basically she told him he need to worry about who burnt him versus like pieing and posting me and shit like that. So then it was like, as he telling me, she's calling me like on Instagram, but when she's calling me, the shit not coming through right away, is showing up as error. So as it's showing up as error, like she texts me and she like, yo, pick up the phone. I'm like, it's not picking up. So she was like, well, go on Streamlabs. So I goes on Streamlabs with her, and she's explaining to me the exact same thing that she's explaining to him. Now, my thing with the entire situation was, I did think it was wrong, everything that she said, because again, if your friend is going through something, if your friend is fucking, even like I said, even if like same shit with Petty, even if she did have an STD, that's not a reason that you turn your back on a friend. Like you supposed at that point, you supposed to really be a genuine friend to somebody, especially if you've been being a genuine friend this entire time. So at that point, like this shit got me thinking, like, okay, if the meta reality is this, and in terms of the real reality refers to the actual world that we living in, when the fuck did we get into the alternate reality? Because as far as I was concerned, you know, friends don't talk to each other like that. So if friends is not talking to each other like that, friends is not treating each other like that, at what point did the lines fucking cross? So again, mind you, and I'm flipping papers because of course like, you know, I be taking my notes and shit. Now, mind y'all, at this point, like when all this stuff is going on, like she's playing back and forth with the other girl. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, damn, like if we all was real friends, like when the fuck did it change? So I'm trying so my damnness not to get in the middle of it, but then at the same time, I'm still trying to be like a decent friend to Black. So I'm reading like that book. We're gonna jump back into that book that I was telling y'all that that I'm reading. So the subtle arts of not giving a fuck. Basically, in the book, they talk about like people being in their comfort zones. Now, typically, oh, you send me all the links. Okay, so if you send me all the links is going to like all the screenshots and everything like that. I'll post like on my website. It'll be posted on Unicorn Don Nelly blog show just for y'all to tap in, because of course I'm not going to waste like hours of time going through the fucking screenshots. because the shit is ignorant. But I'm just gonna jump back and forth into like basically like how people be like really out here fucking up real friendships. So as all this shit is going on, and like even like a lot of the shit was unraveling yesterday, I'm still reading this book and I'm still again trying to be a decent friend to Black because I could tell he's getting worn out with the situation. And like my whole thing is like when somebody is putting on a poker face, like somebody put on a poker face will have you really genuinely thinking like, damn, this person is really is being a good friend to me. Whereas though in reality, they just playing fucking jigsaw. So to me, I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, damn, what the fuck is she really getting out of playing jigsaw if like we all was supposed to be genuine friends. Again, you don't choose your family, you very much choose your fucking friends. So it's not making sense to me like why she acting that way, because again she could simply just not fucking hit him up. Like when she hit him up, she goes and fucking she sends him a message. She said about somebody else that he was having sex with. Mind you, regardless of what, he still disclosed like his status online. So once he disclosed his status online, like I said, 50-50. Some of the bitches was like they was gonna go get tested. Other bitches was like getting pissed off about it. The one bitch, and I feel like she's like the key player in it all, because it's like if you was fucking with him, you was fucking with your baby dad, but then you also was fucking with somebody else too. It's kind of like asinine to try to say somebody burnt you, and then when they asking you to see your test results, you giving them every fucking excuse in the world as in why you couldn't see it, why he didn't deserve to see it. Mind you, I can't even make this shit up to you. Like all these motherfuckers is well within their 30s. So to me, again, it still was stupid. Now, even on top of that, Dom ended up going through a situation and she's arguing back and forth. Like this was like just a random fucking day. Now, mind you, I didn't try to play her or nothing like that. I just was on some shit. Like I'm like, if I'm sitting here and I'm sitting here and I'm giving you the same advice, I'm talking to you how I would talk to my motherfucking daughter. Like, why would you be out here going back and forth with a bitch about about your nigga? Like that's one thing you never supposed to do. And then I didn't even like technically really read all the messages. I Full disclosure, I'm like sitting there as the messages coming in, Black reading off the messages to me because we was around each other this particular day, and he like, damn, she told the girl go get tested, and I was like, what? So in my head, I'm thinking like, damn, she just tried to unfriend you and like basically play you for you getting burnt. I'm like, shit, is she burning? He like, did she tell you she was burning? So I'm like, I don't know. I ain't even asked. Like I say, because again, shit like that not my business. The most shit that I preach to anybody that know me, thank you, baby. The most shit that I preach to anybody that I know, yo, get tested before the fuck you start fucking with these motherfuckers. Like I said, that casual spectrum, don't get caught on there. That's one night stands. And that's where I got lost at before that stupid motherfucker was interrupting me. But I never had a one night stand. And even if I am dealing with somebody or I start talking to somebody, if I feel like that situation is going to turn sexual, I always make a motherfucker get tested first. So this the same shit that I'm preaching to them. Like, and I wouldn't give a fuck if you out here fucking on a female, if you out here in a poly relationship, what you doing? The only thing you got in this world is your motherfucking word, your dick, your pussy, and your health. Don't go out here fucking it up on a quick fucking 15 minutes, like fucking pleasure. And half the time, especially like certain motherfuckers, because I'm queen for wanting to hear a sleazy sex story. But certain motherfuckers be out here, they don't even be fully having motherfucking sex. Like I never heard of a motherfucker fucking not getting a ass ate, not getting a pussy ate. Like motherfuckers just out here just tossing up, burning coochie like yeah, running up in me. I could never understand that shit. And I ain't even trying to understand that shit. That's why I move and operate the way and how I move and operate. And like I said, for the most part, Dom, Black, anybody that ever sit around me, shit, any baby father I have, like I I don't play that. Oh yeah, you about to run up in his coochie, and I ain't about to like know what's going on with you, because the reality of it is, when you're fucking with somebody and you're fucking with somebody consistently, you're gonna strap up a few times. However, if that shit become a consistent thing, man, that's not what goes on. And motherfuckers is grown, and we gotta stop acting like the fuck we not. So get tested before the fuck you stick it in a bitch motherfucking coochie, or you stick your dick in a coochie, and that'll be the only shit to save your life. That's how you make your sound decisions moving forward, and you don't have to place yourself in situations like that. Now, wrapping all of that up, I'm sitting back and I'm watching my friend, like, really, he getting in his feelings in a sense. But then I'm sitting back and I'm like, damn, I don't believe, like, I was really like looking at her like a young buck. And I'm looking at her like, all right, she's somebody that can be taught. She's somebody like, worst come to worst, like, I could give her advice. Like, I'm looking at her like that. But it's like, when you moving like a snake like that, like, you really can't give somebody advice. You really can't do none of that shit, because for the most part, like, you don't know when they about to fucking snake you. Hold on. Right. Oh, excuse me, I need chargers. So for me, like, when I'm seeing the back and forth, and of course, I got all the screenshots, so that should be in a media folder on the website, so y'all come take a look at it. But for me, it was just way too much back and forth. So as he's going through this shit, I'm reading this book, but I'm reading the book, and I'm still trying to like give him positive encouragement to not like really fall into like a depression pit. But a lot when it comes to like going through like shit like this, motherfuckers gotta detach from it. So the fact that he like, oh, I don't want to pod no more, I'm a support, but I'm a support in the background. Of course, like, I'm like, damn, like, like, he had some amazing ass fucking POVs. Like, I'm telling him, I'm like, shit, like, not, he don't have HIV, but I'm telling him like, shit, Magic Johnson used his situation, and like, he became an advocate. I'm like, I mean, granted, like, you got taken advantage of, and it's always fucked up when somebody knows somebody that's out here that's moving and maneuvering like that. And like, like, it's like, it's technically like being a good citizen. It sounds corny, but it is. It's like, place yourself in their shoes. If you know somebody that's about to fuck on somebody else, and you know that they fucking burning, do you not tell them? My whole thing, if it's my friend, I'm telling them. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck what's going on. That should have been like, ho ho ho. Even, and like, only, hey, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. But even if it's not a friend, like, I'm still like, if I know the person and I know that person has something that's incurable, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, I'm always barking to my chart. It asks to see they motherfucking my chart, like, cause that shit don't delete. Anything that a motherfucker ever had is on that my chart. And if that person don't have a my chart, fucking run. Because the same way in how we could log into fucking Instagram and shit like that is the same way in how you could log into them goddamn my charts and show a motherfucker the last time you got burnt, what medicine you on, if you are on medicine, if you're not. And I just feel like that needs to be the starter of conversations, versus motherfuckers out here trying to get their dick wet and trying to get a nut off, both females and males, and they really out here just trying to fuck up people's lives. Mind you, like, as I'm listening to certain shit that he was saying, that these bitches was saying, I was even more disgusted, because they was on some shit like still trying to fuck with him because they knew they had it too. But they was like, why did you tell people? So they was more so mad because he basically told the whole Instagram that he had herpes. And they still like, basically they didn't want the world to know, like, that, like, what was going on with them, because motherfuckers would know that he was fucking with them or whatever. Way too much, way too much. So that's like the storyline behind it all. But with reading the subtle arts of not giving a fuck, I'm sitting there and now I'm jumping back on to like the timeline of things because I'm sitting here and I'm trying to like give him like, just advice for like not really like allowing it to fuck with his mental. And there's only but so much you could say to a person without them really getting like too razzled up about it. But I'm telling him like, you gotta detach yourself from it. Like as an adult, like you're a consenting adult, like to an extent, I done seen plenty of motherfuckers get sued for giving people like HIV and herpes and not informing them. But again, a lot of the times you gotta know directly who it came from. And I feel like the shorty that got the maddest, that was like really doing the most to me, it seemed like it came from her. But again, like you gotta really like put in the footwork. And I feel like a lot of the times, like a female will put in that footwork because she's hungry, she's angry, like emotions and shit like that. I feel like he's emotional behind it, and I feel like he's angry behind it. But you got like fuck you saying that shit to social media. You gotta go up there in front of a judge and tell a judge, like, yeah, like you gotta basically like tell a judge you was being reckless as well. And this is how it happened. So I get the difference in a sense. But I'm still like just giving him advice at the same time, because comfort zones, a lot of the times, like everybody say like, oh, they stuck in their comfort zones. But I'm here to tell you, comfort zones is nothing but your insecurities, and it limits you. Like your comfort zones is basically like your negative thoughts telling you you can't do something, you're not going to get past somewhere, like this is it for you. That's basically like what a fucking comfort zone is. Also, like in the book, and of course, like I'm gonna do like a whole fucking like episode on it, and I'll share the link too, because I don't know if y'all technically get it for free. I think I can only share like a certain amount of books, because just because of like how I read. A lot of the times it's like, oh, if I listen to a certain amount of audibles, I could share like 15. Or if I read a certain amount of books, I could share like the Kindle for free. So it's one of those things. If you really want to tap into the book, like definitely come on over to my website. I'll share it with you. But don't have me giving you a motherfucking link for the book. That, and like I said, those soul therapy journals, and y'all just gonna be out here fucking wasting it. That's a waste of my motherfucking time. But in the subtle arts of not giving a fuck, he basically say like he say don't try, and I know that shit sound fucked up, but basically he says like the main focus of his book is giving too many fucks is what plays on people's mental health. So I'm like, damn, all right, I can understand that, because he like, where the fuck is it at? This not even all my fucking notes, Kyla, because I wrote this shit down, and I gotta be able to hand me those other notes that I had. I wrote on the back of shit. My bad. All right. No, wait, this not all of it. This not, no, it's not all of it. I got like a bunch of my fucking skidoodles. Give me. Here we go. It's more. It's more. Now, see what I'm saying? Like when I'm sitting here and I'm geeked the fuck up, I be geeked the fuck up, but it be like a reason to it all. This some of it. So if it's not right down here on the bottom of the bed, because I had like a lot of my notes down there, check down there. So basically, like the main purpose of the book, like he talks about the backwards law like effect. So the backwards law effect is not giving a fucks in it, and he explains how it works in reverse. Now, basically, he say like it's like when people that are unsuccessful, they always get mad at people that don't try that is successful, but it's kind of like a positive into a negative. Like basically, like if you feed a negative, a lot of the times you'll get a positive from it. So like for me, I always say a lot of the times, like I don't be worried about shit. I don't be worried about shit because at the end of the day, like anything that I do, like for me, like I think this the note that I took so far. The rest of it pretty much go into detail, but I was going to do that differently. So basically, he also said like if you never felt, you don't know like where to pick back up to start from. Like basically say like if you being open with your insecurities, it makes your failures like it makes you more charismatic about your failures. So even though that he's going through this situation, I'm sitting here like, yo, like a lot of the times you gotta suffer through your fears in order to build your confidence. Now, what's crazy is it sounds so fucked up and it sounds so like direct, but a lot of the times, like it's like when you care less, you just do better, and like a lot more like just come to you in life. And it said you would like one of the main things that he focused on, he said you would never be happy in life if you continue to search for what happiness is versus just technically living your life. Now, I feel like when people get like news like that, like a lot of the time you gotta constantly remind them, like, this not the end all be all. Shit, Magic Johnson been living forever. And I'm not saying he has HIV. What I'm saying is medication has made a big turn in this world. Like outside of my IT degree that I just graduated from the ride with, like I work in pharmacy currently now. I work at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and I work as a IV sterile technician. And for the most part, I compound like a lot of chemotherapy meds, fucking antibiotics, anything that's made like inside of like a surgical room, I do. So I say all that shit to say, I feel like back in the 80s, like there was like probably like 2 to 3 drugs for motherfuckers with like HIV, one for herpes. Now it's like thousands. So it's like it's not the end of the world, but again, like with having the mindset and like these like negative thoughts, it just builds on your insecurities. And like when your insecurities are sitting there telling you you can't do something, like basically you would never live your life like to the fullest, focusing on like what you did in life to fuck it up. So it's a lot. Like I said, for the most part, like I can like sit here and like super get like geeked up about it, but I really don't want to. Like at the end of the day, like the main focus of like tonight was basically saying like I never knew like when the meta reality crossed the real reality, especially like once we're giving out like our trust. And like we putting that trust in a person to just be as decent as we are to the next person. However, like his main like objective in the book, and I probably got like 3 chapters left. So tomorrow, if y'all trying to get geeked up with me, like I said, if y'all want the link, I'll give y'all the link. But he basically say happiness comes from solving problems. I truly feel like in that situation, um, I felt like Dom should have been a better friend to him because there was times to where as though he could have been a evil or a mean person to her, like just in different situations, and he wasn't. But for her to have been like that level of messy with like a situation that did not concern her, like my thing was to it like, damn, like what was your overall objective? Because even earlier today, she asked me, was I streaming tonight? And I told her, yeah, like because it's one of those things I don't have a problem with her. I just don't agree with nothing that you did. Like everything that you did to me, it just reeks like you have a lot more to learn when it comes to having friends and having true valuable friendships. And this is why, like, when it comes to me, I don't have a lot of friends. Like that small circle of people is just that small circle of people because like I allowed this girl in my home. Not only did I allow her in my home, I allow her children in my home. Like, I'm really giving her advice as she's like a little sister. And I would never agree with someone coming around someone else. So like I said, we're not related or any of the sort, but you're in a sense it's like manipulating. It's definitely a form of manipulating. But whatever the problem was that was amongst them two, and like I still cannot think of the problem outside of Dom just being messy. And I really didn't want to like look at it as she was being messy, but like nothing else speaks to it. It's like at one point I'm like, damn, it had me thinking like shit, like was y'all secretly fucking around with each other and like she got in her feelings? No, it was none of that. So it's like, damn, like, what were you trying to use my platforms to get popular? Or what was you trying to like utilize black to get popular? Like I sent the invite like in order for her to come on my Streamlabs because like for the most part I definitely did like want to have a conversation with her because I did want to see like what was her overall thought process about it. But it's just like at the end of the day, like the best advice that I could give her, like from here on out, the key to having a good life is basically not giving a fuck about shit that does not pertain to you. Like even when I was going back and forth with the hood boogies, it's like, bro, y'all sitting here so concerned about me. And it's like at the end of the day, you should never really like be like that concerned about somebody. Nor I'm not even gonna say concerned about somebody. I would say like going to the extremes of fucking up true friendships just for social media notoriety, the meta world. Because at the end of the day, the meta world always gonna turn a fucking back on you when it comes to like just like real life shit. Like having real friends is rare. And like I said, for the most part it was different situations to whereas though Black very much could have played her, but all he did was give her advice in different situations. And it's just like, to me it's like, it's kind of like, damn, I'm thirsty as hell. That's how I know I'm about to get off. But to me it's kind of like, damn, because like with Black, like I said, I learned so much from him in terms of like engineering and different stuff like that. And he was always a good vibe, like plotting with. But like now, like like when shit like that happen, like I'm not gonna say he not strong enough, but sometimes people have to deal with trauma in their own way. So maybe like like to whereas though like with me, I'm a Gemini, and I be like, bitch, I be Gemini and unicorn, and can't no bitch that don't live better than me. Not, and I'm not talking about Dom. I'm just saying in general because she young. She young, so I would never like try to drag her on here like that because I really just feel like she young and she misguided. And I feel like she could have very much like established her social media being to the point that she's getting monetized, she's getting paid for being online. I really feel like she could have did that without sabotaging her friendship with Black. But the fact that she did sabotage her friendship with Black, I feel like Kevin Gates, I seen a post from Kevin Gates earlier. And like if this wasn't like the most truthful shit like I ever heard in my life, let me see if I could pull it up. Cause basically he was like, once somebody show you like who they are, like especially like when they fuck up a friendship, it was something like that, especially like when they fuck up a friendship, believe that shit, like you can't refriend a snake. And like I'm trying to tell you, like when I seen that shit, I'm like, damn, like if this nigga ain't telling the truth, I'm about to show y'all though, because it just it just made everything else click. That was like, damn, what the fuck? Of course this shit gonna echo up. Let me see if I could go to it on a Googler. My keychain's not keychaining over here. That's why I be hating when my fucking kids take my little iPad, because my little iPad be having all the fucking shit backed up on here. Like the big iPad be like, damn, is this coming to my phone? Shit. That's what I'm saying. My fucking acid reflux. Damn. I need to take a fucking omeprazole. Hold on. And I can't show y'all on my fucking. Well, wait a minute. I probably could show y'all on my computer. Hold on. I'm about to log in. I just got to connect the speaker. But all in all, Kevin Gates has said some shit that made sense earlier. And I was like, damn, this makes so much motherfucking sense because it's like, wait, I think I got it. Hold up. Fuck, is it not connected? Damn. It's actually my jam. That's what I'm saying. I do not be over here that much. I hate when the fuck all that goddamn fly in. Passwords. Here we go. Password manager. And you really would think like all your shit will like really be fucking connected. Is this shit really fucking connected? Fuck no. Everything be like signing itself out. That should be annoying. Oh, hold on. I think it's in the other spot. Hold on, I'm gonna turn y'all. Y'all can see me over here. Come on. Let's see. No fucking way. Like, come on. I don't even remember what the fuck I put that passcode as. I know if this shit don't come up, I'm gonna be pissed. Wait. This be my fucking problem. Cause why the fuck why this shit don't be saving everywhere? Like, god damn. Passwords. All right, see, so this keyboard got the fucking it got the joint ski to it, so I don't have to like retype in the whole damn password. That's what be like fucking me up. All right, hold on. Bitch. And of course I had to change my password, so that's the problem. This long dumbass password. No fucking way. Kyla! What the fuck do I got this shit hooked up to? This be the dumb shit. Give me that code, cause at this point, did it text it to your phone or the WhatsApp? For my Instagram. Or look on my little iPad. Who the hell got my little iPad? Shit, man, raggedy. Cause y'all won't be able to hear on this computer. Is you fucking lying? Hold on. All right. Hold on. Tell me if you got it now. This be the bullshit. And who got my little iPad? Any fucking one. Oh, you got it. Lord Jesus. For real? Or I'm hit resend. Uh, Still no. I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to like click off, but I need the code. All right, check it now. All right. No, that didn't work. Hold on. Did that work over here? I think I clicked. I think I clicked ask for a code twice. Oh, got it over here. Here we go. I got it. Got it. I don't know why my shit keep on hopping off. That's mad fucking raggedy. Energy doesn't like. Now this gonna be the wrap of the show because when I seen this shit earlier, I was like, and that right there is what I fucked that whole code up. That right there is what had me like, okay. It's like even if I do have a conversation with her, eventually you can't ignore certain shit. But let me see. Let me go back so y'all can listen. Hold up. Don't let. All right, hold on. Energy doesn't like. Language is primitive. Because see, somebody that talk good to you and trick your mind. That's why I say it's fake evil and no one until see it. Once see it, forget it not. But once an enemy could never be a friend. Once an enemy, you can never be a friend. And that's what people don't be understanding. Like when the motherfuckers say, don't go against the grain, don't go against the grain, or don't bite the hand that feeds you, because a lot of the times, like motherfuckers be out here fucking up real decent friendships for temporary situations. Then, like, those be the motherfuckers that be in the background, like Mark said, like, throbbing and pushing and try to like because they want to hunt a happiness and you will never be happy trying to pursue what happiness looks like to somebody else. So a lot of that time a lot of the times people be having to focus on problem solving. And like when you problem solving and you out here working on yourself, this is why like I promote Jacqueline journals. I lied to y'all now. I got an Amazon content creator store. I have it all over my Amazon content creator store. Think she sells them for about $20. You get a hella discount. You come through me. So my Amazon content creator store, I believe it's same Talk Time with the Donnelly or Unicorn Donnelly Box Show. I don't know. It's going to be posted on a YouTuber. So on a YouTuber, I'll include all the links if y'all trying to get them. But for the most part, motherfuckers need to work on their fucking soul. And I know it sounds cheesy, but y'all all gotta find like a way of like just having like your own peace. So it's like mindfulness. So like a lot of the times you'll hear me say, damn, I'm not in my zen or something is throwing my zen off. Like literally, like outside of believing in God, you have to find what is going to have you peaceful. What do you do that's peaceful for you? What do I do that's peaceful for me? I meditate. So if I'm sitting here, I'm listening to some ocean sounds, I'm journaling. Um, a lot of the times, like if I'm just on like just trying to cleanse my energy, like where the fuck is those at? I go to like this holistic store and I'm missing one. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday is missing. Friday is probably on my table. But I go to like this holistic store and like they sell like mindfulness like incense. And I know it sounds cheesy, however, it's really not like because when you're deeping into when you're digging into like your mindfulness, like your inner core, like you sitting there and it's like today is Friday, so today is focus. So let me see if I Kyla. Oh, not me tripping over the goddamn bug. Big ass bug. Yo. Back to what I was saying. My fun is tripping over shit. All right, so today is Friday. So today is focus day. And I be having so many because it just depends. Different time frames throughout the day, you gotta meditate. Kids get on your nerve a little bit, you gotta like pass it. So Friday is focus day, burst of focus. I have like other instances and shit that's like for harmony, tranquility. These are like full and flowy. So full and flowy is like air signs. So air signs are your Aquarius, your Gemini, your Libras. I'm a fucking Gemini. Like I said, I had like a bunch. I had like a table, light your sage, listen to your tune, journal, do whatever it is you need to do to recenter yourself. Like everybody gotta like learn how to recenter yourself. Like we could be toxic, we could play around, but at some point we should not be out here fucking up real fucking friendships for temporary pleasure. And it's like at the end of the day, let me see. I like my Rick and Morty's. I got like so many of these. It's super fucking cute. But at the end of the day, nobody should be out here fucking up that like true friendship for temporary pleasure. Because at the end of the day, a temporary pleasure is just that. So rather if it's just attention from being online, spin this around, my bad YouTuber. Rather if it's just attention from being online, rather if it's like attention from a nigga, don't be a pick me bitch. Don't be out here like fucking up your real true friendships for fucking temporary pleasures. Because at the end of the day, like one thing I learned in life, like I said, family, you can't change who your family are. The only shit you got control over is your own actions and your own thoughts. Everything that's outside of that is the stochastic effect. And anything that's in that stochastic like aura is out of your control, so you shouldn't give a fuck about it. And that's what people think, what people say. All of that shit falls in that stochastic aura. So sounds pretty foreign, it is, but like I said, I get super geeked up in here, like when I'm reading and like when I'm like journaling, all types of stuff. I'm serious. When I'm reading and I'm journaling and different stuff like that, and I'm meditating, cannot lie to you. Like I start tossing shit out sometimes to my friends, and they be like, "Bitch, slow down. What the fuck was you reading?" And I be like, "Chill." Then I gotta send them the books. I gotta give them the short synopsis without like really geeking up so hard that they be like, "Bitch, you lost me." So again, this is why like I listen to audibles and I read the book, because a lot of the times like when I read and I get a different effect reading and listening to it. So tomorrow I'm going to take a deep dive into the book. The book is really cool, and I'm not just saying that because I'm being a nerd right now. The book is one of those self-help books, but it's one of those self-help books like, because a lot of people be running around here like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck," but their true reactions and emotion to things is that they give a fuck. But if y'all ever read like the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, in that book, a New York, like it's a New York like high seller book. It's an awesome book, but it tells you how turn like bad habits into good habits. So in the book basically takes you through like the stages of life and how the habits are born, like are developed, like being independent, interdependent, and co-interdependency. Now, when you reach the co-interdependency level, that's typically the level like when you're getting married to a person, y'all building like y'all generational wealth. So it takes you through all those stages and it basically explains like different ways and how you will fuck up while you're on a path, because the path to success is never straight ahead. That should be like boom. Like, you know, you gotta hit a lot of bumps in the road. You have to fail in order to fuck to succeed. So that's another book. I mean, I could go on and on about that book because the paradox that's in that fucking book right there, oh my God, it's a whole different, like, whole different universe over there. But at the end of the day, moral of the story is stop confusing the motherfucking no problem. Five Beam. I appreciate you guys for coming on here and listening. There's a lot of y'all on here tonight. I really appreciate that because we in different time zones. And this is why I choose to stream at night so y'all can fucking hear me too. But at the end of the day, I could go on and on about the different paradox, like with just being a decent person. Ooh, thank y'all. I could go on and on and on and on. But tomorrow I will go on and on and on about that book because that book is amazing. And it's really going to teach you the art of like just being a core decent person, not giving a fuck out here. And I'm not saying not giving a fuck to the point that you're ruining a relationships, but not giving a fuck to the point that you're still maintaining good relationships and you're not out here fucking up the good ones that's coming to you. So tap in tomorrow. Like I said, don't forget my POVs. If y'all out here on that casual spectrum, make these hoes get fucking tested up front. Don't take they clean. If a bitch telling you clean, tell that bitch to be mean and show you her fucking my chart so you can see that pussy work, okay? Don't let these fucking hoes play you. Now, with that shit being said, thank y'all for tuning the fuck in. And y'all is turning up. The money team that came the fuck up on Vigo. So y'all gotta come fuck with me on the other side because I'll be here for that. You know? Thank you, thank you. Now it's time to turn the fuck up because y'all showing the fuck out. Okay? Y'all showing out. So I'm here for this.